Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a review for a movie, guys. I know that it has been a while without me really posting. It's because I have been busy with other stuff. But this weekend, this Friday, I must say that we watched two movies. The first one that I'm reviewing right now is called Counter-Strike. It's an action movie, guys, and I really like these kind of action movies. And I must also add that this is a movie that was acted in Mexico. We all know that Mexicans, when it comes to acting about drugs and such crimes, they are really good on movies like that. But this one is not about really about drugs, but even though they were fighting with the cartels, this is about sort of a special forces guys that are in military that are fighting against these sort of cartels. But what is involved here is a lot of shootings. There's no really a showing of drugs and all those kind of things, but it does has something to do with also kidnapping and really violating women. It does happen in this movie. So guys, in this movie, obviously it started off with these five guys. Yeah, I think there are five. They were just part of a collective of these special forces guys, but at this point when it started, it shows them being on a 3-day leave, and they were being shot at, sort of being countered without them being aware, and that they had to defend themselves. And after they become victorious, that's when the movie really went back to explain where it what it has happened with regards to that, why they were being attacked. I must say that the movie really started really violent in such a way that it will really get you glued on, that you must just get to watch the movie. So it really it's what has happened to me when I really just started the movie, and then it just start with action. So most action, I think, is advisable for those writers who write action movies, that it's always nice to start a movie by something catchy like that. It really became so catchy. And I must also add that, like, at the beginning, that's when I really noticed that the way that the cameras are, the way that the videos are being taken of the whole movie, I really noticed that it was really something different. We could be able to see the back. We could, all these movies when they're being filmed, they sort of blur some parts. They didn't do much of those, so it was really showing like it's almost like it's really real. And I really like that, especially now with all these wars that are going on. People can really relate to the things that are happening in the world. We all know the war in Ukraine, the Hamas war there. So it's something that you can really like to watch, especially on a weekend. You can really get to enjoy this action movie. Um, as I said, they were being ambushed, and after that, it just became sort of a person who was head in government, was also a friend with the military guy, or guy who was a head or a commander. So it narrowed down to the fact that these guys were not liked by these cartels, because apparently way back they had killed one of the father of these two brothers that were now head of cartels, which is why they really wanted them dead. And all the time when they cross heads, it always end badly. So every time it is why even this movie, the storyline, there were seven soldiers that were killed. They were killed by these guys that were really, really not liking these special forces, because, as I said, their father was killed. So yes, guys, that is in the Jinx, the movie, how it is, and the two ladies got involved when they discovered the bodies of the seven soldiers, and then these guys had to sort of find a way to fight these guys because they were also known that they're in that special forces, and the captain really was the guy who was the one who was the target for these guys, and it was some sort of a hunt, guys. From there, it was just some sort of a hunt. It reminded me of movies like Hard Target, which I also check out, where a person, you are just being hunted and you just have to find your way to counter the people that are hunting you so that you get them first before they get you, which is what was happening throughout the movie. This the special forces, these special forces, or these five guys, lost at the end. I think they lost two people, which really fought a good fight. And as for the perpetrators, all of them were finished except the last guy who was the sort of a head of the brother and the other cartel guys that were almost like an army as well. Because here in this movie, as I said, these five guys, and these cartels were many, guys. They were many. They had to eliminate a lot of them, and it was a very something that was disheartening, or something that was really painful when we saw Polo getting killed, which is part of the special forces, is part of the two guys that were killed in these five guys. It was really painful because Polo, he was a good soldier and he was very good in the targets, and he's the only guy that we really got to know his story behind, as he was a guy who was taught how to shoot by his brother. The brother got killed as he was working as a fireman, and when he got killed working as a fireman, this guy Polo had to take the watch and sort of symbolize that I will always walk with my brother, which was very, very, very nice of him. It's nice to have such sentimental values as a soldier. It is very nice because they always get us glued into a movie, if I may put it, having someone who we really, really want him to survive. But unfortunately, the guy that we're rooting for that he must survive, he didn't make it. He ended up getting shot by the head of that the cartels, and unfortunately it was really painful for also for the ladies because he had also got attached to them, and they really feel bad for him, as these guys also bump up to these ladies while they were in the mission, while they were running away from these cartels. They found a warehouse where these two ladies were kept, and for the two ladies as well, they really tried to have a big fight. I mean, the way that they fought is that even after all the violence that was done on them, they had to also pick up the gun, which was very commendable. That as ladies, even though you have been through a lot, you should dust up yourself, and get up and fight the next day. It's not really a lesson that they have to go for military. I feel like all of us needs it. That even though even we are guys, or anybody in the world, or you are a child, or you are in school, or you failed on whatever that or you have been done wrong, you should always try to dust up yourself and say that, you know what, let me try again, let me do it again. Maybe this time I will succeed. Maybe I will get my revenge at last. And revenge is not always by killing anybody. I thought at the end of the movie when they shot Polo, I thought that one of the ladies will take the guy gun and shoot that boss. But unfortunately, they just said that they just sit back and cry for Polo and not wanting revenge. To the boss, if I may put it. But as for the captain, he's the one who had to deal with the last guy, which was the boss of the cartel. As I said, the captain had to say that, you know what, let's put down the guns and let's just fight it out. I will fight you like a man, and he really, really beat the hell out of this boss, and that's about it, guys. The movie is it's action packed. There are some scenes that shows the brotherhood of these guys that I really liked. They were really together all the time when they have been a lot of shootings that has happened on that minute. They will ask each other that confirm if you are still alive, confirm if you are still alive, which was very nice. I wonder if those are the things that they do in the military, because it's something that is very, very, very commendable for them to confirm if the whole team is still intact. And I must say that also the strategy that they used for fighting was very nice. Having a sniper guy, having a guy that will is willing to go down for the team. You know, all of them were playing their role on this movie, to be honest with you. And it's a simple a nice movie. I do feel like maybe we could have seen more, but unfortunately, it was just 1 hour, around 1 hour, 30 minutes, I think. I think that's how much I've spent watching this movie. I feel like it could have been longer and been made sort of a special movie that anybody can watch at any time, but unfortunately it wasn't. It's one of those movies that yes, you can enjoy it, but you wouldn't repeat. So for that reason, I think if I were to rate this movie, I can rate it a 7. I wouldn't rate it higher than that, unfortunately. I can rate it a 7. It's a 2025 movie, guys, for those who will want to watch this movie. It's a movie that is on Netflix. I know that most of the time I review movies on Netflix. It's just that for most movies that are on Netflix, it's just a click away, and they really do a good job of advertising the movies that are on Netflix. I will check out other movies. I do it sometimes to review other movies like Apple TV and Showmax. I will try to have a look at them more often just to give you the best. I've been meaning to do a review for Den of Thieves. Unfortunately, the copy that I have currently, it's not really looking good, so that's why I haven't really watched the second. Den of Thieves 2. So it's also a nice movie for those ones who will want to catch it up and just go and have a look at it and see, and let me know if I should just watch it without the nice quality, or I should go to cinema and watch it, or watch it in its platform where it's found. Just let me know if you feel like Den of Thieves it's really that worth it. I know the first one was really, really nice. It's those kind of classic movies that I'm talking about that I like. So this one is not part of such classic movies, guys. So yes, for those who want to watch an action movie, there goes an action movie, but don't really expect fireworks. But I will rate it a 7 because it's nice action, to be honest with you. We will meet on the next one, guys. I will do another review today. I just don't know what time I will be able to post it because I have to go somewhere. So we'll meet on the next one, guys. Stay blessed. Cheers.